don't know what's happening to kids nowadays. You give them everything. You offer to read to them. I don't know. I just don't know.
And suddenly, strangest things are happening. I hope it's not the last time. I had a drink or two an hour or so ago. It made me think of you, and now I know it's not the last time. Flying high from the sky, I wonder why. I think I'm gonna fall. There I go again, I'm up again, there I go again. I hope this isn't all. Hey, but as long as we're up here, we might as well stay in sweet harmony. La 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 la. La 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 la. Flying high in the sky, I wonder why I have to have another point of view to see me through. But now I think I'm gonna fall. I hope this isn't all. And on top of that, I hope it's not the last time.
That's Earth again, Arrow. We made it safe and sound.
As Oblio circled the mammoth egg, he was overcome with a strange sensation. He looked at the egg very closely, examining it again and again, but each time his conclusions were exactly the same.
Hey, this is weird. Just when I was sort of starting to think that maybe this pointless forest isn't pointless at all, we come across something that really is pointless. At least it sure looks like it is.
You see, after each one of his adventures in the forest, Oblio always found himself left with a sort of free-floating feeling, that there was some sort of point to what he had experienced, even though it had happened in a pointless forest.
A point! Arrow, I was right in the first place. Even a thing like this, a thing that looks like it's all round, has some sort of point. Hi, little fella. I mean, big fella. Are you all right? Oh, well, I'm Oblio. And this guy right here's my dog. His name's Arrow. What? Are you saying what? Well, what happened is you just got hatched. You're born now. But don't worry. It happens to everybody. You'll be okay. Where? Is he saying where? That's a little harder. You see, the name of this place is the Pointless Forest. That's where we are, all right. But I'll tell you something. I'm starting to think that instead of being pointless, this forest is full of points. Take you, for instance. Sure, you've got a pointed beak, but that's just a point. Anyone can see that. Your real point, well, that's something else again. Why? That's the hardest one to answer. That's what I always want to know. Why? And that's the question everyone always asks.
Splendid idea, my boy.
I'd like mine over easy.
With a side order of bacon, if you please.
Very crisp and coffee. The old mocha java.
I had a hunch you'd be serving brunch.
And perhaps an apricot Danish.
Oh, Mr. Pointed Man, I'm glad you're here. But how come that nice new bird's mother took him away like that? We were just talking about the why of everything. Why this, why that? And then, just when I was thinking that...
Now, there you go again.
You're thinking.
That's very destructive, my lad.
Most destructive indeed.
If a person does enough thinking,
A certain amount of knowledge is sure to follow.
the result, son Bob.
Could be a life of misery.
But I can't help it. I haven't been trying to think. Things just sort of start popping up in my mind. They occur to me out of...
Thoughts just start popping up into your mind.
Ideas form without any effort on your part.
You find that concepts simply conceptualize?
Well, yes.
That's grim.
It started way back when I met the Rock Man.
It's a disaster.
And it just kept on happening.
Mayday. It's a complete mayday.
I was hoping maybe you could help me figure out just exactly...
There's really nothing more that I can do.
You're out of my hands.
I tried to help you, boy.
Tried to show you the pointlessness of it all.
But you wouldn't listen.
Sir, I hope you don't think I'm ungrateful.
You had to go digging around, didn't you?
You had to let thoughts slip into your head.
You're lost, lad. Lost.
The kid blew it.
Had everything going for him, and he blew it.
The fact is, my boy, that is, under the circumstances,
There's no place in the pointless forest for you.
But where'll I go? What'll I do? I can't go home again. The cat had me banished.
Ta-ta!
Jolly bye.
ciao, Bucky, ciao.
Golly, gone again. I wonder where he goes when he does that.
Vanishing point, old man.
Correct. The vanishing point.
Just another one of the facilities.
Well, adieu.
Fare thee well.
You take care of yourself, you hear?
Hello, sir.
Oblio watched as the pointed man disappeared. But unlike all the other times, he was not especially overwhelmed by what he saw.
I think he's really gone this time, Arrow. Arrow? Arrow? Here, boy. Arrow? I hear you, boy. But where are you? He's gone. Stay where you are, Arrow. Don't move. I'll find you. I know I will. Good boy, Arrow. Come on, boy. You're all right now. Come on, Arrow.
It had been a full day for the two travelers, a very full day. For Oblio, it had been one adventure after another. Of course, it had been pretty adventurous for Arrow, too.
That vanishing point. It only made it so I couldn't see. It didn't make it so you weren't really there. I'm starting to think that the Pointed Man, nice as he was really about the only pointless person we've met in this whole pointless forest. Sure, he did an awful lot of talking, and it all sounded very fine, almost like the cat in a way. And after all, what's such a big deal about having a pie on your head? Nothing against you, Arrow. You're great. But I sort of think what's in your head is a lot more important. Sure gets dark fast, doesn't it?
Are you sleeping? Can you hear me? Do you know if I am by your side? Does it matter if you hear me? When the morning comes, I'll be there by your side. And in the morning when I wake up, she may be telling me